Cosmic Crisp is a Washington State apple. It was developed through WSU breeding program. I'm an advisory member of a committee that watches some of the selections all the way through the system. And at Superfresh Growers, we got excited about this apple fairly early in its developmental stages. 2017 was the first commercial plantings in Washington State, and now we're into our 6th marketing season. The 6th commercial crop is being harvested right now. It's an apple that has pleased in many ways, and the first thing any apple has to do is please the customer. If it doesn't taste good, if it doesn't eat well, then nobody's going to want that apple. So as we're looking at new varieties, the first thing we really have to make sure is that a customer is going to want to buy it again and again and again. And it has many aspects on the growing side that are very positive for us as well. It's productive, so we get good yields per acre, and it resists diseases. Some of these things were bred into it in the selection process to encourage it to be resistant to particular diseases. It's naturally self-thinning, so one of our biggest operations in the orchard is balancing the crop load in the trees. We go through with people and they thin off the extra fruit. Cosmic Crisp go through a natural process where after they bloom and the fruit begins to set, some of them naturally fall off, and that process continues for about the first 6 to 8 weeks after bloom. So that allows us to avoid that extra cost that is really significant per acre in our production.
Cosmic Crisp has offered us a very viable option to go very late into the following year's crop, basically to ensure that we have that 12, maybe even 13, 14 month supply of apples. When it arrives, we are taking samples from the QC lab, and we're looking at the pressures, the starches, and the sugars, and making decisions on when to pack. A lot of other varieties require different ways to handle the fruit. Honeycrisp requires a lot of different steps in terms of bringing the room to be ready for CA. A lot of the times we are conditioning the fruit at warmer temperatures for 10 days, walking the temperature down 1 to 2 degrees per day depending on the protocol. The Cosmic Crisp is very streamlined. We pick it, we run the tests through the QC lab, put it in the room, and we might wait 14 days to 21 days to initiate CA conditions in terms of oxygen. But aside from that, it's a very easy apple to handle. As far as apple varieties go in receiving and storage, the Cosmic Crisp is just a cut above the else. It's that simple.
From a packing standpoint, the Cosmic Crisp is a very unique and fantastic apple. Its high color adds to the attractiveness in terms of presentation, as well as the minimal defects that come with this apple. From a grading standpoint, there are very minimal defects that are found on this apple, leading to a higher yield in terms of pack out and more boxes to deliver to a store level. From a production standpoint, we love packing this apple due to its consistency, as well as its high packs per bin quality and minimal defects found within. The Cosmic Crisp itself is a very consistent apple in terms of taste, as well as pressures and starches, allowing for that same bite to be there throughout the year.